I was just gonna turn on the light. I'm sorry. Hare Krishna.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय श्रीश्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्तानमाय निधि नामने नामाय विष्णुपदाय केशवकृष्णाय भूतवे श्रीश्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्तावामनिधि नामने नामय विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रसाय भूतवे श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनिधि नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चाच्चदेशतारिणे नामय विष्णुपदाय आचार्य सिंहरूपिणे श्रीमद्भक्तिविज्ञान केशवाय नामने आदिमाचार्यचार्य स्पर्शितानां च पावने जीवदुःखे सदाचार्य श्रीनामप्रेमदायिने नामय विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रसाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती नामने श्रीवासवादेवी देवी दयिताय विपातये कृष्णसंबंधविज्ञानादयिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्यवद्फलप्रेमाद श्रीरूपनाथभक्तिद श्रीवरकरुणाशक्तिविग्रहाय नमोऽस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमते दीनतारिणे रूपरूपविरूपसुरं तत्त्वन्तारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात्परब्रह्मणे विपरम्बरसम्भवे परमजायते नमः। नमो भक्तवरदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपरूपधरायते गौरवीरभावभूमे त्वं निदेशसजनाप्रिय वैष्णवसार्वभौम श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः। पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावरण्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यानन्दिगोत्पषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुतदेवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिया जयतं सरतोपङ्गो नाम मङ्गलमुद्रगते मत्सर्वस्वपरं भोजो शिरारमाद नमो नमः। दिव्याभ्यन्तरण्यकल्पद्रुमदा श्रीमन्नाथसिंहासनस्थो श्री श्रीराधशिवगोविन्ददेवो वत्सरवि सेवमानोत्मनामि श्रीमदासरसारम्भे शिवतत्तथा श्रीकृष्ण नायके समस्तचा कृष्णभक्ति परदेवी सच्चिदानन्दं नमः। वाञ्छितकामकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्तव्यं नमामि भक्तिशास्त्रिकं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासुदेव गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hey, good morning.
Well, they got another knife?
Yeah, this is a new one that Chandra set up.
Oh, yeah?
It's on, but I don't know, it's not very loud.
Well, that's easy to fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just turn it up either. That doesn't have a
I
volume.
have it pretty high up, but maybe it needs more.
Oh, yeah? In here?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see any
Is
birds?
it mic 1?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's mic 1.
I brought these for people away.
Right
There, you can see it, that's better.
Oh, happy late birthday. How old are you now? When was your birthday?
It's only September 24th, like about a month ago.
Okay, okay. Now you got a compass too?
Yeah, you're good for now, too. He's facing north. We pray for dogs. Well, let's see. That's odd.
Oh, it's fitting though. It's about to change. Okay, okay,
So
yeah.
our dog is facing west. And we pray for dogs south. Oh, because they're on the east wall.
Yeah, I think my
Yeah.
allergy is facing kind of northwest because we have a weird diagonal for our show. Look at this little animal farm collection here.
Yeah. You have a puppy.
Oh,
Did I got my cow last time, do you remember?
yeah, I remember your cow. That was cute. What's your cow's name again?
Humpsy.
Humpsy. That's cute. That reminds me of that kid Hamsa and Badger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he lives in Germany now.
He's how old now?
Yeah.
You know Naruto? You know Naruto? Yeah. Also, I know
Yeah,
that.
we're friends, totally.
Yeah, I know Naruto for sure.
I got him a kite for his birthday.
You
I
did?
found it at a yard sale and I sent it back up. I was leaving, but I sent it back up with Burundi.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, it said it worked and it didn't fly into a tree, which I was worried
That's
about.
good.
It was a Ninja Turtles kite.
Yeah, he likes those. He likes them.
It was so perfect. It was Christian's arrangement when I found it.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to give him something, and he was like, "You're missing my birthday."
Aw.
And I also missed his first soccer match, so he was kind of bummed about that. But they won, so
Oh, that's good.
Oh, he won the soccer?
yeah. Some of the boys are on the soccer team.
Yeah, I had only devotees on my soccer team last year in rec.
That's cool. Yeah, he was asking his mom and his dad, like, he doesn't know all the stuff from all those kids who watch too much stuff on their phones. And he was saying, what do I say? And they had some great ideas, like, hey, I think this other thing is cool. Let's talk about that instead.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Haribo Thunderbird.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad.
I love the colors that you're wearing today. It's so pretty.
I love your socks too.
I know.
So
I love
fun.
this little cartoon. Because he's supposed to be like evil, but actually he wasn't evil. He
Wait, what
actually-
is this? The
Oh,
green-
yeah, Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, the little creature's supposed to be like a demon.
I love Stitch too. I watched the TV show with my third grade class last year. Everyone liked it. Everyone. Second grade likes it. Third grade likes it. Fourth grade likes it. Everyone likes the Lilo and Stitch TV show.
But you know what? That even though it is Maya,
Yeah.
if you learn to see Krishna in everything, then it's not Maya. For some people it is Maya because they can't see it as anything related to God. But I saw a little creature, a little demon trying to become a better person.
Oh, he is. He's an alien from another planet. He doesn't know.
Right?
It's like when
He
we
has
first
no
become
compassion
devotees,
because
right? We
nobody
don't
has
know.
compassion for him.
Yeah.
Haribo.
He came up.
He's 33 in the yellow. Yellow. Little yellow. Dina, Dina.
Is that water now? You want to test it? Maybe it's over there.
Maybe I did something wrong though. I turned on that thing and turned on that thing.
I don't know. I think that's probably. Oh, look, the master volume on here is super low. Try now.
Oh.
Can you say something?
Haribo.
Haribo.
It's super low.
Haribo.
How about now?
Haribo. Oh, yeah,
Good.
it's improving.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
I'm
just keep
just
turning
like,
up the volume.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep turning
Maybe
it
it'll
up.
randomly start moving at the stairs.
I know, that's what I'm scared. I don't know why I'm scared. Here, try now.
Tomorrow,
Make sure it's not.
say Haribo.
Haribo, okay.
Haribo.
Hold it really tight, that's an expensive
Say
one.
Haribo.
Yeah.
Do we have a
Hari,
mic stand?
Haribo.
Yeah, I just didn't grab.
I was letting my brother say Haribo.
Oh gosh, be careful. Yeah, hold it really tight, you're holding the mic.
These are nice ones.
I don't want it to fall.
This is way more.
Hare Krishna. Oh, yeah. How wonderful.
It's so tall.
Too long. Can you get from that end down? Can you undo that one, Arjuna? The one you were on top? Not that one, the other one, right? Oh, it is that one. Maybe it's that one.
Yeah, can you?
I thought that rotated it, the other one. Maybe it rotated.
This one.
That's the other way.
Doesn't that one just rotated and the other one up top?
Oh, yeah, this rotates that part.
Oh,
Let me tell you back to this.
You have very merciful
That one.
face. We were told the words of Shakespeare. You have ordered me to dwell in
There
this
we
place,
go.
which is mounted
Okay.
from
got it.
Yeah.
Sorry for the interruption.
Just
know you're gonna play
I like how they're dressed today.
I know, right?
You need to say that to Sita. When you see Sita, say it. Sita is the lady who lives upstairs. She dresses.
Shashabaya
Hey, Pooh, you dropped the flower on the ground.
I can't use it anymore, that's why.
Sorry, I'm watching that and I was
Translation?
smiling. I like the pink.
Was this the first button or the second one?
Second one.
Oh, button.
First button.
It's the first one but don't worry, the class will still be at 11.
Good. Read the translation?
We already did.
You guys already read the translation?
Ramon read it before the
Yeah.
song while we were figuring out the microphone stuff.
So,
You have a,
can we read again?
You want to sing a Vaishnav song, Prabhu, or you're setting up something? Or Tiki, you want to sing something?
Next second. I want to know what the translation is, or is.
Okay. What page was it? I already lost it.
33. O Gurudev, you have mercifully given me a place in Godru within the forest of Sri Gaudamanga. You have ordered me to dwell in this place from which is non-different from Braj and to chant the holy names of Sri Hari. But when, O Master, will you mercifully bestow upon this servant the qualification to fulfill your order? At that time my mind will be peaceful. I shall tolerate all that happens, and I shall earnestly perform bhajan of Sri Hari. Because I indulged in mundane pleasures during my childhood and youth, my habits have become unfavorable to bhakti. Due to the reactions of my own disease, this body has become an impediment to performing bhajan. Now in old age, I have become afflicted with the diseases of the five senses. Please tell me how I can do bhajan in this condition. Weeping and weeping, I have fallen at your lotus feet, greatly overwhelmed.
So sweet is our Bhakti Thakur, isn't it? You know, when he first came in contact with Sri Chaitanya Dev, he was thinking, why is Mahaprabhu recommending to worship Krishna? Krishna is chasing after gopis. Why should I worship Krishna? And why is Mahaprabhu recommending to read Srimad Bhagavatam? Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he started reading Srimad Bhagavatam. And after finishing it, he said, oh Shukadev Goswami, how sinful I am. I could not understand who Krishna is. It's interesting. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is doing this. We understand this is completely out of humility. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is not any of these bad things. But he actually felt like this.
Yeah, he feels like he is, but
He's not.
it's for us, like, so we can
Exactly.
try to get the verse.
But Gurudev, you have very mercifully given a place in Godrum within the forest of Sri Gaudamanga. You have ordered me to dwell in this place, which is non-different from Braj and to chant the holy names. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he loved Godrum deep so much. There he would worship his deities of Gaur Gadadhar.
Oh, they're so beautiful. I love
So
that.
beautiful.
That's one of my favorite places to go in Navadvip.
Yeah. But when, O Master, will you mercifully bestow upon this servant the qualification to fulfill your order? that happens. And I shall only speak from Bhajana Shri Hari.
Do you wanna sing it?
Oh, we're gonna sing the one?
Listen.
Does it work? Was it working?
What is
I think it's one of those things where it works, but it's such a good mic that the singer can't hear it, but the other people can hear it. I'm hoping that's what it is. Cause it's definitely like on.
Yeah. It just sounds like it's really low volume.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
I was wondering if I really need it.
I'm gonna look again.
You don't wanna knock out the teeth of the person obviously. Okay, e para signo coro.
Vaishnav Gosai, be merciful to me now. You are the savior of the fallen souls. Except for you, there is no one who can deliver me. Where can one find such a merciful personality by whose mere proximity one's sins go far away?
Only after touching the Ganga does one become purified. But simply by seeing you, one is purified. This is your great quality.
Offense is committed against you, Shri Hari, or absolved by Hari Nam. But for offenses against you, there is absolutely no means of deliverance.
Shri Govinda is always resting in your heart. Govinda's steps of Vaishnavas are my life and soul.
In every birth, I aspire for the dust of your lotus feet. Be compassionate to this Narottam Das and consider me your own.
Now there's one pastime that happened in connection to this song. Did you know that?
No.
Before I tell that, I want to focus on each bhajan right now, because we have plenty of time before class.
Oh, sure.
And actually, what should be done properly is that you should not just read the translation, but go deep into the bhajan. Not just sing, but actually contemplate. I remember our Pujapat Bhaktivedanta Padmanabha Maharaj, he was saying once that many devotees, they sing Radha Krishna Pranamar like once a year, but they don't contemplate that. And they sing Gauranga Balite Hare very often, but they don't contemplate the meaning. You know, our Bhagavan Maharaj, he tells that he was listening to our Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj was saying, hey, you can't just sing the bhajan, you also have to contemplate it. Singing is nice, but you have to go into the meaning of what the Acharya spoke. You have to see, because all his realizations are there in the song. Narottam Das Thakur, or Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, he said, the words of Narottam Das Thakur are as authoritative as the Vedas. And our Srila Prabhupada, he also quotes that when he talks about Narottam Das Thakur's songs. Narottam Das Thakur's words and the Vedic hymns are equal. Srila Prabhupada, he says that. So we should always look at what the Acharya is saying, what the Acharya is speaking. Because the Acharya, he put all his moods, everything, and he put his realizations into the song. He's actually seeing this, he's actually feeling this. It's so special. And our Paramaguru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti-Dayat Madhu Goswami Maharaj, he always wanted to hear the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur or Narottam Das Thakur. If someone sang something else, he wasn't too pleased. One time, there was one person who was singing something. He was singing some folk song, some Radha Krishna folk song sung in the mat. And Param Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti-Dayat Madhu Maharaj, he chastised him. Why are you singing this? Why are you not singing something from Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Why are you not singing something from Narottam Das Thakur? And he said, oh Guru Maharaj, the people here, they don't understand Bengali, they understand Hindi. And Param Guru Maharaj, he chastised him saying, no. What does it matter that they don't understand and Bengali? All the moods and emotions are here in this song. Bhakti is here in this song. You know, one time, our Krishna's Babaji Maharaj, Srila Krishna's Babaji Maharaj, he was singing. Param Guru Maharaj, he was just giving class one day in Punjab. And Srila Krishna's Babaji Maharaj, he just came, like, unannounced. They didn't even know that they were in the same place. It was at the same time. And Krishna's Babaji Maharaj just found out, oh hey, Madhu Maharaj is here, I'm gonna go over here. And Param Guru Maharaj just finished his lecture and he said, oh, Krishna's Babaji Maharaj, you're here. Please, lead Kirtan. Madhurena Samarpayat. With sweetness we conclude. And so Krishna's Babaji Maharaj, he began singing. He began singing Sake Kalaya Bharam. My dear friend, just speak about Goda.
We should sing that then.
We should. And during that time, I believe it was Bhakti Prashad Puri Maharaj, but I can't recall how properly. he turned to my Guru Maharaj and said, this Maharaj, Babaji Maharaj is singing in Sanskrit, but the people here, they're Punjabi, they won't understand Sanskrit. They're like, you should sing something else like Nam Kirtan.
But yeah,
Radhe
the mood
Radhe."
goes through, right?
Huh?
The mood goes through, isn't that the part?
So, Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj, she was telling Guru Maharaj this. You should, Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj is my Guru Maharaj's godbrother.
Okay.
Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj, she was telling Guru Maharaj, Babaji Maharaj, she's singing something in Sanskrit, but the people here, they don't understand. You should sing something like Nam Kirtan, Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe. And as he was telling that, there was one elderly Punjabi gentleman, and as he was hearing Babaji Maharaj's Kirtan, he was saying, Sonha, Sonha. And Guru Maharaj didn't speak Punjabi, so he asked Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj, what is this gentleman saying? Oh, Sonha means very beautiful in Punjabi. Okay. And Guru Maharaj said, so if he doesn't understand what Babaji Maharaj is saying, why is he saying Sonha? And Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj said, yeah, that question I can't answer. And so the next day, Param Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Dai Kumara Maharaj, he asked another devotee to lead kirtan. And he started singing, and then when that same Punjabi gentleman, he asked Param Guru Maharaj, Srila Maharaj, that please, we request that Babaji Maharaj us please sing. Although please have Krishna's Babaji Maharaj sing. Although we do not understand what he is saying, it touches our hearts. And so Srila Krishna's Babaji Maharaj, then he sang. And Guru Maharaj, he comments in this regard that why was this gentleman's heart being touched? Why were the Punjabi and the other Punjabis there? Why were their hearts touched? It's because Krishna's Babaji Maharaj, he had bhakti while he was singing this song. It doesn't matter in what language it is. What matters here is bhakti. Of course, it also matters that these are words coming directly from the acharyas. Not that you can just manufacture your own song and say like, it's fine, I have devotion. If one actually has devotion, it is fine. But these are the words of the acharyas. They're not to be changed. And because they're in their original language, because it is coming from them directly, their whole mood and bhav and everything is pure. So, O Vaishnava Gosai, be merciful to me now. You are the savior of the fallen souls. Except for you, there is no one who can deliver me. Except we hear this shlok from Bhagavad Gita, Tadviditani Patena Pariprashnina Sevya, Udakshandite Gyanam Dhanastakru Darshanaha. One should go to the sadhu, and first of all, do what? Huh?
Like inquire submissively.
No. One approaches the sadhu first, and then what happens? First you go and you serve the sadhu. First that comes first. First you serve the sadhu. Narad Muni, when the four Kumaras came to him, Narad Muni didn't inquire from them first. No, he didn't inquire. First he served them. He served them. After that, after they were pleased with his service, Narad Muni inquired from them. And because the four Kumaras, they were satisfied with Narad Muni's service, then they bestowed upon him truth. Tattvadarshinaha. Because the sadhus have seen the truth, they can speak the truth. So if one wants to understand Shri Krishna, and serve Shri Krishna, one has to approach someone who knows him, and who knows how to serve him, and who knows who pleases him. And those are the Vaishnavas. That is why we're always praying to the Vaishnavas, because they can give us, under their mercy, they can teach us how to serve Krishna, and they can give us knowledge of to serve Krishna. They can give tattva darshan, knowledge of the truth. So, where can one find such a merciful personality? By whose mere proximity when sins go far away. Just by associating with the Vaishnava when sins go far away, because the Vaishnava is sinless. The Vaishnava is sinless and he's always meditating on Shri Krishna. You know, we know this pastime of Mrigari. Mrigari was a hunter. He was in the forest and he was killing animals. Half killing. He wasn't even fully killing them. He was just half killing them. Half killing means that he would shoot them in one area of their body and he would let them bleed out. So it was a slow death. He wouldn't fully kill them, he would half kill them. So they would have to suffer first and then they would die. And when he was doing this, one day Narada Muni came to him. Narada Muni, he was just walking and he saw this hunter there. And Narada Muni, he asked him, "Oh, why are you doing this? You should not do this." At that time, Mrigari, his first impulse was, "Oh, I want to use harsh language to chastise this person." At that time, he wanted to use many different types of swear words and cuss words to curse Narada Muni and to speak ill about Narada Muni in front of him. But he couldn't. He couldn't. Why? Why? Because by seeing Narada Muni, he became purified. By taking darshan of Narada Muni, he became purified, and then he couldn't speak all these bad things anymore. And so, Narada Muni, he asked him, "So why are you doing these things?" "Oh, because it gives me pleasure." "And who taught you to do these things?" "Oh, I got taught these things by my father, and so I'm doing that." "And you're killing all these, you're not even fully killing them. You're half killing them. Why?" "Oh, it gives me great pleasure when I see them suffering like this." And then Narada Muni asked him, "But don't you know you will have to suffer for this? Don't you know you will have to go to hell for this? Don't you know about karma? That if you do something bad will happen to you. If you do something good will happen to you. And you will have to suffer these things." And then Narada Muni, he started explaining Atma-tattva and all these things to Mrigari. And Mrigari, he started fearing, "Oh, what to do now? What to do now?" And so Narada Muni instructed him, "I tell you, you give up all these bad things and you just chant Harinam. You just chant Krishna's name." And Mrigari said, "Well, how will I sustain myself? I used to kill these animals and eat them. This is what I would do." And so Narada Muni told him, "Just you go there and you do bhajan. Krishna will arrange everything." So he took that to heart. He took, okay, this sadhu is telling me to do this. I have faith that this sadhu is telling me the truth. So Mrigari, he did that and he started doing bhajan. And the people, they would see this hunter and they would think, "Oh, he's completely changed. He's no longer killing these innocent animals. And on top of that, he's doing Harinam. He's doing bhajan. But how will he maintain himself?" So they started bringing him things. I don't know what they would bring him. They would bring him like clothes and food and these things. And one day, Narada Muni, he was passing by, and he was there with his friend Parvat Muni. I believe it was Parvat Muni. And Narada Muni said, "Oh look, I think it was Parvat Muni that actually said, oh look, Narada, look, is this the hunter you were talking to me about?" Narada Muni said, "Yes, let's go visit him." And Narada Muni came to him, and Mrigari offered obeisances, and he told him, "Oh Gurudev, please don't send so many things." And Narada Muni asked him, "What are you talking about, Mrigari?" "Oh Gurudev, you're sending me all these, you told me that just stay here, do Harinam, and that you will maintain me, and that Krishna will maintain. You're sending me all these things, I have too much. You're sending me too much. You're sending me things in more abundance. I have too much food, too many clothes. Please don't send me so many things." And also before that hunter, he came, when he saw Narada Muni and Parvat Muni walking, and that hunter, he saw, "Oh, my Gurudev is coming." But he started walking very slowly. And then he offered pranam. And Nadamuni asked him, oh, Hunter, what are you doing? Or he didn't say Hunter. Oh, Brigadi, what are you doing? Oh, Gurudev, there are so many ants on the floor. I'm trying to make sure that I don't kill them. This person used to kill animals for fun. And now he's making sure that he doesn't even step on these insignificant ants. He's making sure he doesn't step on these very small little ants. He's making sure. How did he change? He changed by sadhu's kripa. He changed by associating with the sadhu. Only after touching the Ganga does one become purified. But simply by seeing you, one is purified. To see your great quality. We can practically see this in the pastime of Nadamuni and Brigadi. So yeah, to finish that pastime, Nadamuni told him, okay, what you get, you simply distribute. That what you get in abundance, you simply distribute. You know, Sri Chaitanya Dev, he also, when he went to Gaya to perform the last rites of his father, Jagannath Mishra Guru, on that, he met Sri Ishwara Puri. Not for the first time. This was for the second time that he saw Ishwara Puri. And he told Ishwara Puri, Guru, I came here to do the pinda for my father. I came here to do the funeral rites. And it said that if one does the funeral rites here in Gaya, then his ancestors will be delivered. He gave an exact number, but just by seeing you, thousands, tens upon thousands of my ancestors are liberated. Then just remember that those state of Shri Hari are absolved by Harinam. But for offenses against you, there's absolutely no means of deliverance. Yeah, offenses to Shri Hari, they can be absolved by Harinam. That can actually be done. Actually, it is recommended a lot for the Pujari to do that. When he was engaged in doing Thakurji Seva, or sometime some offense, some Seva Parad may happen, some out of either not purposely, but sometimes purposely, but sometimes, say one did not purify the flour properly, there was some bug on the flour, and then he offered it without knowing, or he offered food to Thakurji, and there was some small stone inside the boga. So these are like Seva Parads. These are Seva Parads, rather. Let me tell us. What are some other Seva Parads?
Touching your finger and shoulder.
Yeah, but that's already messed up. The Pujari should know, oh, that, like, you have to, okay, it could happen. It could happen accidentally. But yeah, don't do that. So how to absolve, the Pujari is not ever doing this on purpose, well, Apapa Pujari, the actual Pujari, he's not ever doing this on purpose. But they happen, accidents happen. So how to absolve one of these sins? Through Harinam. Especially it's recommended either you read one chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you recite one chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and then you get hands of this. Or you can do Stavdan Stuti. You can glorify the Lord by chanting various prayers and hymns, like Gopal Sahasranam, Om Klim Kamadevaha Kamvita Shiravani Shri Gopala Mahipalo Sarvvedanta Patana, or Radha Sahasranam, Om Shri Radha Radha Krishna Vallabha Krishna Samhita Vrindavaneshwari Krishna Priya Madanamohi Srimati Krishna Kantacha Krishna Nanda Pradayini. So through Harinam. However, one cannot think, oh, it doesn't matter that I committed this aparad today, I will chant Harinam, and then I will be delivered from this offense, and these sins will go away. No, one cannot do that. That is called being arrogant. That is arrogant. That is an offense to the holy name. To perform sins on the strength of chanting the holy name, thinking that, oh, I will do all these bad things, and then I'll chant Harinam, and they will all be counteracted. No, it won't. You will get at more. You actually, because you're committing Namaparad, the reaction you'll get will be even worse than if you were to commit all these sinful reactions and think, you're actually be worse than if you were to commit all these sinful reactions and not have this mentality of, oh, I will chant Harinam and it will be okay. You understand what I said? Okay. You understand what I said, Arjuna?
We were distracted, sorry. We were talking about the cow's Japamala.
The cow's Japamala?
Yeah.
Acha.
Decided to chant instead of getting horn surgery to fix his physical ailment.
Acha. Okay. Very good,
That's
very
what
good.
Arjuna decided.
Very good. So, chant Hare. However, for offenses against Vaishnavas, there's absolutely no means of deliverance. No means of deliverance. There's so many examples. The example of Daksha. Daksha offended Mahadev. What was the result of Daksha? He got his head chopped off and replaced with a ghost head. His entire yajna absolutely destroyed. So many people got killed in that yajna, so-called yajna. So many people got killed in that so-called yajna. All because of his offense to Lord Shiva. Or there's the case of Shabada Muni. Shabada Rishi, he was doing austerities, but he cursed Garuda. Then he fell down. All those austerities that he was doing for so many thousands of years, destroyed in that one moment because he cursed Garuda. He got liberation. Shabada Rishi got liberation, but he did not get bhakti. Liberation was possible for him, but he did not get bhakti. What is the name of what is the first shloka of Bhagavad Gita? Remind me. Rashtra Bhasha. Very good. You know translation? Okay. Translation is, Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? Assemble at the battlefield of Kurukshetra, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do, being desirous to fight? So the reason why I was asking that is I couldn't remember Dhritarashtra's name. So Dhritarashtra Maharaj, he always took the side of the Kauravas. But at the end of his life he admitted, yes, the Pandavas are better, I admit it, the Pandavas are better. But he always took the side of the Kauravas, and he always disrespected the Pandavas. I can't recall verbally, but neglectfully. He wouldn't give them attention. So that was Aparadha, committed by offenses of the Vaishnavas. But he also got liberation. He did not get bhakti though. He did not attain Lord Shri Krishna. Could not attain Krishna. He got liberation though. But even that liberation, how did he get it? How did he get that liberation though? How did he even have the means to attain liberation? It was by Sanjaya's mercy. Because Sanjaya took pity on him. Sanjaya gave him some mercy and then he got liberation. So although he committed offense of the feet of the Vaishnavas, he could not get bhakti, but because the Vaishnava gave him mercy, he could attain liberation. So never commit offenses at the feet of the Vaishnavas. Otherwise, your whole bhajan will be completely destroyed. And Daksha, Narad Muni, he preached to all of Daksha's sons, and he convinced them to become Paka Brahmacharis. And then they didn't go into Grihastha life, but they became Bhajananandis and did bhajan. So mad about this. But he thought, okay, Narad Muni, I'm going to tolerate this. But I'll make some more sons, and then they can propagate, they can bring more children, grandchildren, etc. So the second time it happened, Narad Muni then preached to them. And they all sent all of those sons of Daksha, then they became Brahmacharis, and then they became Bhajanandis, and engaged in Harinam, and Krishna. far as I know, they go attain Krishna. And the second time, Daksha was furious about it, that Daksha came and he blasphemed Narad Muni, he cursed him, and did so many offenses against him. And Narad Muni was tolerating. He was tolerating. Okay. Narad Muni, his mindset was he was thinking, okay, Daksha, he'll get all these bad things out of his system, he'll blaspheme me, all these things. And then afterwards, he'll calm down and he'll realize, actually, I was doing him a favor. And then he'll realize, oh, all his children, they became devotees of Krishna, they'll obtain service of Shri Krishna. And then Daksha will realize this, and he'll come to his senses and realize, oh, actually, this was a very good thing. But after Daksha blasphemed him and all these things, Narad Muni just stood there and said, okay, so where's the reformation? Why is Daksha not being reformed? And Narad Muni just was standing there, and Daksha he cursed him and everything. And then Daksha just remained the same. And Narad Muni thought, wow, this is the remnant. This is the result. He's still suffering the result of cursing Maud. It was the remnant, the samskar. Blaspheming a great Vaishnava as Lord Shiva. Just see the samskar impression he still has. So even if you get forgiven, still you have a very bad samskar when you defend Vaishnavas. So don't do this. Shri Govinda is always resting in your heart. Govinda thus says, the Vaishnavas are our life and soul. The Vaishnavas are so dear to Krishna. Our Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he has one book. He calls The Heart of Krishna. It has all to do with Vaishnava Parad. All to do with Vaishnava Parad. Anyway, he called this book The Heart of Krishna. Maharani Tulsi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Jai Jai Sri Vrinde. Jai Vrinda Maharani. Vrinda Maharani is a great devotee of Krishna. She is Bhakti Devi. I cannot. I'm speaking here about Vaishnava Parad, how you cannot, you have to avoid it. Bhakti Devi comes in, I don't even look at her. I cannot be. No, that cannot be done. Jai Vrinda Maharani. Jai. Without Bhakti, how can we serve Krishna without Tulsi Maharani? Tulsi Maharani is such a great devotee of Shri Krishna. Krishna says, I will not take anything. I will not accept any bhoga you give me if Tulsi is not there. Tulsi has to always be there. Everyone is giving food to Krishna. Always. Always you have to get a Tulsi leaf, you have to wash it, and then you put it on preparation. And then you chant the mantra and you ask Krishna, will you please accept this? And if fresh Tulsi leaf is not available, then you can get dry Tulsi leaf, no problem. Krishna will not differentiate because it is Tulsi. And if dry Tulsi leaf is not available, then you should get a stick of Tulsi. And you can touch the bhoga. But actually the proper way of doing it is that you get the stick of Tulsi, you put it in the water, and then because the water touched Tulsi, then you can sprinkle the water on the bhoga, on the food, and then Krishna will accept it because Tulsi is there. And if even that is not available, then at least you have to think of Tulsi Devi, and you have to say her name, Himaldin Vyapin, Tulsi, Tulsi, Tulsi. Because Tulsi Maharani has to be there.
Maybe you can also do like this, touching your Tulsi leaves.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Why don't you say something?
Now, what about if you're traveling, going to the store and buying the Tulsi tea, using the Tulsi tea as Tulsi?
Rani Didi said never to buy the tea because how they're harvesting her is in a sinful way, so then you'll
Also,
something.
I know someone who used to do that.
Also, they sell something called holy basil that they call Tulsi, but it's not.
Yeah, I
Mm.
can see some, but that
So
one
I
Tulsi
think
brand is Krishna Tulsi, it says.
It
right
is?
on- Yeah, it says on the ingredients, Krishna Tulsi.
¿Qué dices, Eduardo?
Yeah, Srila Prabhupada says, well, there is Tulasi, that is Vrindavan.
Srimad Bhagavatam Vrindayatasi Devyai Priyai Keshavasya Krishna Bhakti Pradevi. Tulsi Maharani is very dear to Keshav. Vrindayai, she is Vrinda. She is Vrinda Sakhi in Vrindavan. Vrindavan, she serves Radha and Krishna as Vrinda Devi. My Guru Maharaj this very often, but sometimes in his Mangala Charan, he would chant the shlok Rasa Viraso Vashishashta Vrinda Vane Karisham Visaroja Seva Labhya Cha. Rasa Viraso Vashishashta Vrinda Vrindavane Karisham. I'm forgetting now. Rasa Viraso Vashishashta Vrinda Vane Karisham Visaroja Seva Labhya Chamansam Krivatavaiva Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam. O Vrinda Maharani, I'm offering obeisances to you. By your mercy, one can serve Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. I will find the exact translation here because it is here in this book. Not exact translation, but better translation than the one I came up with. Yes, here it is. The desire to behold the Ras Leela, attain residence in Sri Vrindavan, and perform service to the lotus feet of your Lord and Lady is attained by a person through your mercy alone. O Vrinda, we offer pranam to your lotus feet. Yeah? By the mercy of Vrinda Devi, Tulsi Devi, and obtain darshan of the Ras Leela. Vrindai Tulsi Devi, Priyai Keshavasya Cha. She is very dear to Shri Keshava. Krishna Bhakti Pradevi. Actually, originally it is written Vishnu Bhakti Pradevi. In the scripture, in the actual scriptures, it is written Vishnu Bhakti. He gives devotion to Vishnu. Or somewhere, but it is not wrong to say Krishna Bhakti Pradevi. Our Bhaktivedanta Mahavir Maharaj, our young Mahavir Maharaj, he once gave a class. He said that why is it told Vishnu Bhakti in the scriptures? It's told Vishnu Bhakti because Tulsi Maharani, she can give devotion not only just to Krishna, but all forms of Vishnu. Tulsi Maharani, she can give Nrsimha Bhakti, she can give Varaha Bhakti, she can give Gorma Bhakti, Kalki Bhakti, all this. Not just Krishna. So why do we say Krishna Bhakti? Krishna Bhakti. Krishna doesn't mean just Krishna. Krishna Bhakti also means Radha Bhakti. Tulsi Maharani can also give devotion to Srimati Radharani. Actually, if you look into the Radha Sahasranam, Parvati Devi, she was asking Lord Shiva one day, "O Mahadev, I want to know about the 1,000 names of Srimati Radhika. Please tell them to me." And Lord Shiva, he began telling them, and he told Parvati Devi, these are very secret names. I keep them very confidential, and I chant them daily. And if you look at the Radha Sahasranam, one of the names of Radharani is, you are the Ishtadev of Tulsi Devi. So we say Krishna Bhakti because she gives devotion not only to Krishna but also to Srimati Radhika. And of course, she also Krishna Chimanand Gaur Hari, you understand that? Krishna Chaitanya. So I was talking about this verse. Shri Govinda is always resting in your heart. Govinda thus says the Vaishnavas are my life and soul. I was telling Anand Pradayani Giri, there's one pastime in this regard. There's one pastime in this regard regarding Narottam Thakur. I watched one video of our Pushpad Bhakti Badai Maharaj, and he was speaking this. There's some things that are a bit confusing to me of what Maharaj said, but this is coming from Maharaj, so I'll take it as is. Maharaj was saying that there was these two Vaishnavas, I don't know their name, they came to Srila Jiva Goswami, and they asked him some question. The question question I don't think was even mentioned, but they asked Srila Jiva Goswami this question. And Srila Jiva Goswami said, ask Rupa Sanantam. He asked Rupa Sanantam. So those two devotees, they went and they asked Rupa Sanantam this question. And Rupa Goswami and Sananda Goswami, they smiled and they told him, go and ask Jiva. So they went and back to Srila Jiva Goswami. And Jiva like, why are you back? I told you to ask Rupa Sanandan. You guys so shy, but Rupa and Sanandan, they told us to come back to you. And Jiva Goswami said, okay. Tell you what. To Bengal. And you go to this place where Narottam Das Thakur is. This is why this is my confusion, because Rupa and Sanandan, they were not physically present when Narottam Das Thakur was present. But this is coming from our Bhakti Guru Badai Maharaj, so I'm going to take it as is. So Jiva Goswami said, okay, the place where Narottam Das Thakur is residing. And you go to that temple where he is residing, and before the pujari, he makes the offering. Before he does the bowl offering, you go to the pujari and you demand to have prasadam. Right before he does the offering, you demand to have prasadam. And so they followed Jiva Goswami's instruction. They went to the place where Narottam Das Thakur was residing. And the pujari prepared the plate, everything. He took to Thakurji. I don't know who was the deities there, but here we have Radha Govinda. So he took the plate to Radha Govinda, he placed it there, and there was two Vaishnavas. Right before the pujari was going to make the offering, he said, we want Pujariji, we want prasadam. And the pujari said, hey, that's okay with me, but I'm right about to do the offering. Give me some time, let Thakurji eat, let Krishna eat, then I will give you prasadam. No, we want prasadam right now. Right? So at that time, Narottam Das Thakur came. You know, in many places in Bengal, they don't say Narottam Das Thakur. If you say ask, oh, where's Narottam Das Thakur's place? They won't understand what you're talking about. You have to say, oh, where's Thakur Mahashai's place? If you say, oh, where's Narottam Das Thakur's place? Like, what is this guy talking about? Oh, where's Thakur Mahashai's place? Oh, Thakur Mahashai, yeah. You go over there, you go over here, that was Thakur Mahashai's wasn't here. So these people, so Narottam Das Thakur, Thakur Mahashai, he came, and he asked, what's going on? And the pujari said, oh, Thakur Mahashai, these two people, they've come, and they were wanting to take prasadam, but I haven't done on the offering yet. And Narottam Das Thakur, he understood something was going on. Okay, this is very out of the ordinary, but he understood something was going on. So Thakur Mahashai, he said, okay, whatever offering you were going to give to Thakurji, you just give to these gentlemen now, and then you just prepare another offering and you offer to Thakurji. And so the pujari did that. He gave whatever food he was going to offer to Thakurji, he gave to those two gentlemen. Then he continued on and he offered the bowl to Thakurji. That same night, Narottam Das Thakur, Thakur Mahashai had a dream. That same night, Thakur Mahashai had a dream. And one person was calling his name, Narottam, Narottam. And the person, he was very tall. He was very tall. Oh yeah. He was very tall, and he had arms that came down to his knees. He had lotus eyes. He had black curly hair, dark curly hair. He had a smiling face, lotus eyes, and his cloth was golden, and his complexion was golden. And he was saying, Narottam, don't you believe what you have said in that song? And Narottam Das Thakur, he saw him like, oh, this is Mahaprabhu. He was seeing Mahaprabhu in his dream. And Narottam Das Thakur said, Mahaprabhu, what are you talking about? Narottam, don't you believe what you have said in that song? Prabhu, I've written so many songs. Which one are you talking about? Yeah, our Srila Gurudev said once that the Gaudiya Sampradaya were indebted to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Narottam Das Thakur for all the wonderful songs they have composed. Indeed. I was just speaking before how my Param Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Madhava Maharaj, he always wanted to hear the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Narottam Das Thakur. And if someone spoke them or if someone didn't sing Narottam Das Thakur or Bhaktivinoda Thakur songs, if they sang some other song, like some folk song, some Radha Krishna folk song, Param Guru Maharaj, he was not happy and he would chastise them. And one of the reasons why is because Narottam Das Thakur and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they express lots of humility in their songs. Narottam Das Thakur, he's in one song, Goda Napava, he says, why is this Narottam still alive? Why haven't I died? And our Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in another song, he's saying, oh, all the demons attain Krishna, but this Bhaktivinoda is still here. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is... You can look at Amara Jivan, you can see his humility there in his song Amara Jivan. So, Narottam Das Thakur asked Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu, I've written so many songs, which song are you talking about? And so, Mahaprabhu said, I'm talking about that song. Ebhara Karuna Koro. You wrote there. Tamar Hridaya Sara Govinda Vishram. Govinda Kahena Mama Vaishnava Paran. Govinda is always resting in your heart. Govinda thus says, the Vaishnavas are my life and soul. I am residing in the hearts of the Vaishnavas. What was the need to do a second offering to me? What was the need to do a second offering to Thakurji? If I'm present in the Vaishnavas' hearts, they will take the bhoga, they will eat it, and it will come to me. What was the need of a second offering? Mahaprabhu told that to Narottam Das Thakur. And somehow or other, those two gentlemen, they got their question answered. I still don't know what that question was. Maybe it was this. And every birth I aspire for the dust of your lotus feet. Be compassionate to this Narottam Das and consider me your own. So we should pray to the Vaishnavas. If you want to attain Shri Krishna, you pray to the Vaishnavas. Okay, we're still doing bhajans here. So, next. So who wants to sing next? Chaitanya Shakti?
Yes, I can say something.
Okay. And take the mic.
This needs to charge, but
This needs to charge.
just turn.
Jaydev, could you give some devotees some songbooks, please? Sure. Thank you. Hare Krishna Devi.
No, we're going to do this. This is
There's a lot of flowers.
I'm not complaining. You listen.
Yeah. Let's sing Amara Jivan,
Oh.
page 202.
Okay. But we still want to keep it in the sequence with Guru, Vaishnavas, Nitai, Gaur, and that. But no harm. Amar Jivan.
Amara Jivana Sarvabhyata Nahiko Punyera Desha Parira Udega Diyaji Jekato Diyaji Jivera Kesha. Page 202.
Amar Jivan Parirudvekhan diyachi ekato diyachi pivera klesha.
Nija sukha lagi papena hidori daya hina sada para para sukhe duke sada mitya vasi para duka sukakara.
Nija sukha lagi papena hidori Dayahina sarta para Parasuke dhuke sadhamitya bhashi Paradukha sukakara
Ashesha kamana ridimate mora Radidamba parayana Maramata sara vishaye mohita Sagaga vibhushana
Ashesha kamana didimaje mora Karidhamba parayana Maramata sadha vishaye mohita Sagarva vibhushana
Nirjanasya hata sukaye hirata Makaye jogiyami Pratishtha lagiya satyaya charana Yobahata sadakami
Nidralasya hata sukare virata Akare udyogiyami Pratishta lagiya satya charana Nabhata sadakami
Ehena dojana sajana vajita Aparari nirantara Shubhakaya shanya sajana kamana Nanaduke
Ehena durjana sajana varjita Aparati nirantara Shubhakarya shunya saranartamana Nanaduke jara jara
Vatakya ekana upayadina Vatekena yakendana Bhakati vinada prabhurasarane Kariduka nivedana
Adake ekona upaya dina Tatejina kinchana Bhakati vinodha prabhurasharane Hare dukha nivedhana
Jaya Bhakti Vinaya Bhakti Vinaya Bhakti Vinaya
Jaya Bhakti Vino Jaya Bhakti Vino Bhakti Vino Jaya Bhakti Vino Jai Gurnitai.
Page 85. We'll still sing a Gurney Thai song.
Okay.
There was like a return.
Devari
Devadideva Gaurachandra Gaudibhasa Mandire
Nityananda Samvedana Ambika Devi Hare
Nityananda Sangye Ghora Ambika Devi Hare
Devadi Deva Gaurachandra Gaurivasa Mandire
Devadideva Gaurachandra Gaudibhasa Mandire
Charuraruna Kunjahara Padakamale Denare
Charu Aruna Gunjahara Kirikamane Jai Dhare
Virichi Sena Paramasa Lakshmi Sena Sadhare
Virinchi Sevya Patha Padma Lakshmi Sevya Sadhare Rata Hema Angaranti Rata Aruna Ambare Radhika Nuraka Prema Bhakti Vansha Kare Chandra Anandita Antare Vashanda Kandha Nityananda Sange Ange Hare Nityananda Gaurachandra Gauribhasa Mandire Gauribhasa Karata Asha Sarva Jiva Udhare Jayantai Jaya Jayantai Jaya So,
Would anyone like to sing more or Mama Mantra?
no.
It's, how long do you want for class?
This, I want to focus
He's doing
on
class
Gauridas
in
Pandit.
Corridors.
We have like
Oh, we're doing this.
a little bit of part in the middle of bhajans.
Yeah,
And
Yes.
we're doing bhajans and then back.
exactly. Back and forth. One bhajan song and then the meaning is
And we do
there.
have 2 microphones, so
Ah, even better.
we could even just leave one there
Sounds good.
as a mic, the mic stand.
That is good idea. Okay. Govinda? Okay. This is a very sweet song. I'm so happy you sung this.
I love this.
This is coming from Gauridas Pandit. Who's Gauridas Pandit in Krishna Lila? I think it's Subal, isn't it? Is it Subal? Or Shridhar? You remember? I think, do you remember? Do you remember? I think it is Subal. Anyhow. Devi Deva Gaurachandra Gauridasa Mandire Nityananda Sangranga Gaurambika Vihare The Lords of Lords, Shri Gaura Chandra, along with Nityanand Prabhu, revels in the house of Goridas Pandit in Ambika Kalna. A couple of days ago, Radhe Shyam. Govinda? A couple of days ago, we were discussing some pastimes that happen in Ambika Kalna. We were discussing this because our Bhakti Puri Maharaj used to live in Ambika Kalna for some time. You know, he lived, our Bhakti Puri Maharaj, he lived in Ambika Kalna for so long that people would call him Kalna Puri Maharaj. They would call him Kalna Puri Maharaj. And you know, our Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, he got to experience that because one time he was there. I'm not sure where he was exactly, but then he was told, oh, Kalna Puri Maharaj has come. Kalna Puri Maharaj. He was thinking that. But our Bhakti Puri Maharaj, he was called Kalna Puri Maharaj because he lived in Ambika Kalna for so long. So, we were discussing a couple of days ago, I'm bringing this back up because we just sang Goridas Mandiri, that our Goridas Pandit, he had lots of faith and lots of love for Nityananda and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He had so much love for Nimai Pandit and for Nitai. So Mahaprabhu, when he was thinking, oh, I want to take sannyas and deliver the fallen conditioned souls. The way that happened was that one day, Mahaprabhu, he became immersed in praying, and he stopped chanting the name Krishna. He started chanting the name Gopi, 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 Gopi. And one person, he'd come to see Nimai Pandit one day, and he heard so much about Nimai Pandit. Oh, Nimai Pandit, he's such a great scholar. He defeated that Digvijay Pandit, Keshav Kashmiri. We know the pastime, how there was one great scholar, Digvijay Pandit, that he defeated all scholars in all the four corners of India. And he came to Navadip, and he was thinking, okay, Navadip is known as the center of learning. So I will I will defeat all the scholars here, and then I will be known as the topmost scholar in all of India. He came with this mood, all puffed up, he came to Navadip. And all this, when he came, this was Keshav Kashmiri, and when he came, all the scholars of Navadip, they were thinking, oh no, what to do, what to do? Is there any scholar who can defeat this one? And they all began to think, and they thought, oh, we know who we can give him to him. We know who we can recommend him for a debate. Nimai Pandit. Why did they choose Nimai Pandit?
Didn't they pick him because he was so young and they thought, oh, if he's defeated, it won't make Navadvip look so bad because he is so young and we are older and we don't want to be embarrassed by being defeated. Is that why?
Yeah. But if he wins, then what did they say?
Oh, if he wins, then it will be a great acclaim for Navadvip because someone so young has defeated the great Keshav Kashmiri.
Exactly. So all those scholars, they were all planning that out. Meanwhile, Keshav Kashmiri, he just happened to be there. He just happened to be by the Ganga, and he met with Nimai Pandit. And Keshav Kashmiri, he started talking with Nimai Pandit, and he said, oh, I've heard that you are a very exalted Pandit. No Panditji, I'm just a student of grammar. I teach grammar, that's all I teach. Oh, okay. But I'm hearing everywhere else, people are glorifying your name. What is your name? Nimai Pandit. Oh, I hear so much glorification of your name. Oh, no, just some people, no, it's just some people talking some words. Oh, okay. And so he was actually in front of Nimai Pandit's students when he was saying these things. And his students were not too pleased with this Keshav Kashmiri. And so Nimai Pandit asked him, you know, we're standing next to Ganga here. Panditji, can you recite some glories of Ganga? And Keshav Kashmiri said, yes. And immediately he composed, I believe it was 1,000 shlokas of the glories of Ganga. 100. Okay, he composed 100. composed 100 shlokas of Kasanganga. And Nimai Pandit, he selected one verse out of those 100 verses. These verses, they came to Kashmiri. It's described that he just chanted them all like a flash of lightning. They all came right off the top of his head. And Nimai Pandit, he heard every single one of them, understood them, and then he picked one of the shlokas in the middle, not at the beginning. At the beginning is easy to remember, and at the end is also easy to remember. But he didn't pick a shlok from the beginning or the end. He picked the shlok exactly in the middle, and he asked, now, this one shlok, I would like you to explain the good qualities and the faults. The first thought Keshav Kashmiri was, how did this young boy just pick a random shloka in the middle of my composition? And his second thought was, what faults? There are no faults. It is completely pure. And Nimai Pandit said, no, there's one thing that's, never mind. Nimai Pandit was showing etiquette because Keshav Kashmiri, he was senior to him and elder than him. And Nimai Pandit, he was going to say, well, there's this one thing, and then he stopped and said, never mind. Keshav Kashmiri said, no, go on. What were you going to say? Well, here it's described, I'm that. And I don't remember the exact things. What was it that Keshav Kashmiri said? You remember?
Not exactly.
Shiva's wife?
Yes.
Huh?
He was saying that.
Like some of the analogies were wrong and they were
Wasn't
repetitive.
there something about who's married to who? Like he accidentally referred to Ganga in a name that
Yeah.
could be for Parvati or something, so it made her sound like the wife of Shiva or something like that. I seem to remember, but I could be wrong.
It was something like that. The thing is that he wrote that Bhavani Bharata, I think what it was is that he said Bhavani Bharata, said you are described, I'm here Bhavani Bharata, the husband.
It was like a repetition.
Yeah, it was repetition. That's what it was. It was repetition and it wasn't properly worded. So basically he was saying like the other husband of Bhavani. That's what he was getting at, is that when he was speaking Keshav Kashmiri, he spoke in such a way that it was the other husband of Bhavani, Parvati's wife, Parvati's husband. And Mahaprabhu asked him, I only know of Lord Shiva. Who is the other husband of Parvati? And the scholar, he couldn't answer anything. He was just so shocked that he made a mistake. And then he couldn't speak anything else. And then Mahaprabhu told him, well, at least speak the good qualities of this shlok. This shlok has so many nice qualities in it. And the scholar, he was so shocked that he couldn't say anything else. And then he left. And all his Nimai Pandit's students, they were making fun of him. And Nimai Pandit, he stopped that. He said, no, don't do that. And so that scholar, that Divigai Pandit, he went back and began to think, I've conquered all four corners of India. How is it that this mere boy defeated me? What did I do wrong? And he started to think, have I offended my deity, Saraswati? And he started praying to Saraswati Devi. And that night Saraswati appeared in his dream and said, the person who you were arguing with, do you know who he is? No. That is my husband. I could not speak anything in front of him. I could not say anything. That is why you got defeated. And so the scholar began to think, oh, that was Saraswati's husband. That was Vishnu. And I took darshan of Vishnu. That was Narayan. And Saraswati Devi said, yes. Now you have to go and apologize to him and take his shelter. And so, Keshav Kashmiri, that same morning, he took bath. No, he actually didn't go take bath. He immediately went to see Mahaprabhu. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Sundar ki jai. Shri Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Shri Shri Radha Govind Dev ki jai. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Tulsi Maharani ki jai. No, that same night that he woke up, he immediately went into the house of Nimai Pandit. And Nimai Pandit, he was outside, and he saw Keshav Kashmiri and said, "Oh, Panditji, Ram, please come inside." But he refused. No. And he spoke, "Prabhu, don't cheat me. I know who you are now. I pray to you, please forgive me for my offense. I'm going to now try and understand you. But in order to understand you, I'll have to go now and approach someone who understands you." So Keshav Kashmiri, he left and he took initiation in the Nimbarka Sampradaya. I don't know much about his history after that. But we know from our Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the Navadvip Dhammaatmya that this Keshav Kashmiri was previously Nimbarka Acharya himself. So Nimbarka Acharya, he came in Gaur Leela and he did this pastime with Mahaprabhu. So I was speaking all of that because one scholar, he came to see Nimai Pandit and he saw that Nimai Pandit, he heard, "Oh, Nimai Pandit is such a glorious scholar, so let me go and hear from him." And when he approached this Nimai Pandit, he was immersed in bhav. He was chanting Gopi, Gopi, Gopi. He was not chanting Krishna, he was chanting Gopi, Gopi, Gopi. And he thought, "Nimai Pandit, what is this? You're chanting Gopi, Gopi, Gopi. What is this? Why are you not chanting Krishna? You should chant Krishna. What benefit will you get by chanting this Gopi, Gopi?" And Nimai Pandit, he was immersed in bhav and he became mad at him. "No, Krishna. Krishna is a rascal. I will not worship that Krishna. You get out of here." And Nimai Pandit chased him out. And that scholar, he went away and he began thinking, "Oh, how is it that Nimai Pandit, everyone is saying that he's such a great scholar, but here I hear him chanting Gopi, Gopi, and he is criticizing Krishna? He's not a bona fide scholar." It's interesting to note here that Krishna was immersed in Gopi Bhav and he was chanting the glories of the gopis. I was speaking in the beginning about Narad Muni and the 4 Kumaras and about this shlok by Lord Krishna. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashneya sevaya upakshanti te jnanam ganyas tadvadarshinaha. What is the meaning? What should one do when one approaches a sadhu? What should one do?
Pay our obeisances.
Okay.
Offer something.
Okay, so now we're getting somewhere.
Water, seeds, arts.
Garland.
Bhagavan Prabhu, you wanted to say something?
I didn't hear you, Prabhu.
Asked, what is the beginning? When one approaches a sadhu, what should one do? Tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena sevya ubrikshanti te jnanam jnanam tadvadarshinaha. What is the meaning?
What is the meaning?
He wants you to translate the slopes.
What?
What should one do when one first approaches a sadhu? That is my question.
You should fall at his feet and say, "May I serve you?"
Exactly. That is what I wanted to hear. That is exactly what I wanted to hear.
Gold stars, 5 gold stars.
You fall at his feet and you ask, "How can I serve you?" First you approach the sadhu and you ask, "How do I serve you?" And after that, you should inquire from them submissively. And when they become pleased, they reveal to you the truth. Tattva darshan. But you have to approach someone who knows the truth. Someone who has seen the truth. Someone who has seen tattva. Then, because they have seen tattva, they can bestow upon you the truth. Tattva darshanaha. So So this is what Narad Muni first did when the four Kumaras first came. He didn't inquire from them. Narad Muni didn't inquire from them. No. First of all, Narad Muni, he served them. He saw them, oh, these are some four nice boys. Maybe they'll be my friends. Narad Muni, he went there. Narad Muni was a young boy at that time. So first, he served them. He would get them whatever they needed. He would get them water for their achman and all these things. And when the four Kumaras, when they were pleased with him, they bestowed upon him knowledge. When they were pleased with him, Narad Muni inquired from them submissively, and the four Kumaras bestowed upon him knowledge. Tattva darshan, knowledge of the truth, not just mundane knowledge. Not like knowledge of marketing. The four Kumaras did not bestow upon Narad Muni the knowledge of marketing or the knowledge of mitochondria. They did not speak to Narad Muni about the powerhouse of the cell. No, they did not talk to him about that. They talked to him about bhakti. Yeah, they talked to him about bhakti. Actually, if you read Srila Prabhupada's purports, he describes the four Kumaras as Bhakti Vedanta. He calls them Bhakti Vedanta. I was speaking that in connection to the gopis. If one wants to understand Krishna, if one wants to serve Krishna, if one wants to serve a person, you have to know what they like, what their interests are, what their hobbies are, things they like, things they don't like. We have this saying in English, if you want to love me, love my dog. We're reminded of our Srila Bhaktivinoda Puri Maharaj. He used to often say, "Ami Prabhupada Kukur, I am Prabhupada's dog." He used to say that about Srila Saraswati Thakur. "Ami Prabhupada Kukur, I am Prabhupada's dog." So, who understands Krishna completely? Not completely, but who understands Krishna to almost the fullest extent?
Srimati Radharani.
Yes. And she is in what category?
Gopi.
Yes, Gopi. She is the topmost Gopi. One should approach the gopis. We know that our Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur explained this in his verse. I believe it's in the beginning of his Sri Chaitanya Manjushta. Aradhyo Bhagavan Brajeshatanyas Tad Dham Vrindavanam Ramya Kachirupasana Brajavadu Vargenaya Kalpita. Aradhyo Bhagavan, the worshipful, our worshipful Lord is Shri Krishna. Tad Dham Vrindavanam, equally worshipful is his holy abode Vrindavan. And our Brahmadev, he has described that in his Brahma Samhita. Chintamani prakarasan masukalpa vriksha laksha vriteshu surabira pipadayantam lakshmi sahasya shata sambrama sevyamanam govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami. Chintamani prakarasan masukalpa vriksha. The land is completely bedecked in Chintamani jewels, in wish-filling gems, in wish-filling stones. That gem, anything, if you get a touchstone, it's completely Chintamani, touchstone. That is also another translation of Chintamani, touchstone. Whatever you desire, you can get from that touchstone. We've heard that pastime of Sanatana Goswami and that person who came into him asking for wealth. "Oh Goshai, Mahadev appeared to me and told me to ask you and that you have the greatest wealth, please give me some wealth." Then Sanatana Goswami said, "Oh, I don't have wealth." Anyway, we know the pastime. Sanatana Goswami said, "Oh, I don't have wealth." And then he thought, wait, Lord Shiva cannot tell a lie. And then he told the person, "Oh yes, I had some stone there. You can go, I threw it out. You can go and pick it up." And so that person, he got that stone. Sanatana Goswami told him, "Get a stone." And Sanatana Goswami said, "Okay, this stone, if you touch it to anything, it'll become gold. So you can go back and take this home." And so as this person, he was walking, he began to think, wait, Sanatana Goswami, he told me, Lord Shiva told me to get the topmost wealth. And Sanatana Goswami, he had this stone in some grass near the garbage. He was completely uninterested in this. So this must not be his topmost wealth. He must have something greater than this. And so he took the stone back to Sananda Goswami and asked him, Goshai, I heard Lord Shiva told me to get the topmost wealth, and you had this in the garbage, completely uninterested. So I think that you have something better than this. And Srila Sananda Goswami said, yes, I do. And do you want that? And he said, yes. Okay, so you get this stone and you throw it in the Yamuna. Sananda Goswami was testing him. Does he actually want the topmost wealth? Does he actually want it? And so he got that person, he got that stone. At first he was hesitant. Oh, but this is a really good stone. Anything I touch becomes gold. But Sadhu is telling me so, and Lord Shiva told me to get the topmost wealth. Sadhu is telling me so. He went to the Yamuna and he threw it. He threw it into the Yamuna. And then he came back to Srila Sananda Goswami. And Srila Sananda Goswami said, the topmost wealth is the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the topmost wealth, this Maha Mantra. The name of Krishna is not different from Krishna. This is the topmost wealth. You know, Srila Prabhupada, he was telling this story once, and one person asked him, oh, and Srila Prabhupada, did he do it? Did this man actually do it? And Srila Prabhupada said, yes, he did it. Because he associated with Sadhu. He associated with Lord Shiva. By Lord Shiva's mercy, he got the association of Sananda Goswami, and Sananda Goswami's mercy, he got the Maha Mantra. So I was speaking that in connection to Chintamani, Prakarasan Masu Kalpavriksha. The land of Vrindavan is completely buried in touchstone and transcendental jewels. Chintamani Prakarasan Masu Kalpavriksha. Lakshavritesh Survira Pipalayantam. And there are many Surabhi cows. What are Surabhi cows? Wish-fulfilling cows. Whatever you want, just like the touchstone, whatever you want, the cows can also fulfill that desire. And they have unlimited milk. Chintamani Pragarasarmasu Kalpavriksha. Lakshavritesh Surabhira Vipalayantam. Lakshmi Sahasya Shatasambrama Sevyamanam. And he is there, that Govinda is being there, served by countless Sahasya, by thousands of Lakshmis, thousands of goddesses of fortune. Who are the goddesses of fortune? They're in Vrindavan.
All of the expansions of Radharani.
The gopis, who are also all expansions of Radharani. Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Vajami. I worship this Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is the original personality. So, I was speaking that in connection. Oh, and at the end of Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma prays, in your abode of Vrindavan, every step, every word is a song, and every step is a dance. And he goes on to say so many beautiful things about Vrindavan. It's interesting. He all throughout the Brahma Samhita, he says Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. He worships Govinda, and in the last shlok, he glorifies Vrindavan completely. Bhaje Shweta Dvipam. I worship that Shweta Dvip, that transcendental sky, that spiritual sky. So, Aradhya Bhagavan Brajeshatamyas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachirupasana Brajavaru Vargena Yakalpita. The topmost worship that was carried out, the topmost worship to Krishna, the topmost worship of Krishna, that was carried out by the Brajavadus, by the maidens of Braj, the gopis. Because the gopis, they gave absolutely everything for Krishna. Absolutely everything. Krishna, he told in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityaja, Mamekam Sharanam Braja. Abandon and all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. And the gopis did that. The gopis, they did not care about public opinion or any of that. That, oh, these ladies, they're leaving their husbands and they're going in the middle of the night to meet some man. Did not care about any of that. And they went and to meet with Krishna. They completely surrendered everything and went to serve Krishna. There's more I could say in that regard, but I'm not going to speak that. Or Srila Gurudev, if he once commented in saying, Krishna is an ocean of ras, but the gopis, they were in their homes, they were just chanting Krishna's names. And Krishna, he's ocean of ras, he's Atmaram and Atmakam. He's self-satisfied, and he's self-satisfied in his Atma. He doesn't need everything, he has everything. But Krishna called gopis, or gopis came automatically?
He called them
He called them.
the flutes.
He called them with a flute. There was one sannyasi, he
He
called.
tormented them with his flutes. They ran. They could think of nothing else. They ran.
Indeed. One sannyasi, I don't know his name. I think his name actually may be Rishikesh Maharaj. I don't remember. When he talks about Krishna's flute, he says Krishna Bavail. Krishna Bavail. Krishna called all the gopis. Krishna Bavail. Anyway, gopis came. Krishna called them. There's more I can say in that regard, but I'm not going there. I'm not going in that direction today. So the gopis, they went there. They went there to serve Krishna because they heard, oh, Krishna is saying, "Eng, please come, otherwise I will die." So the gopis ran and to serve Krishna. Once my Guru Maharaj, she was asked to speak something about Madhurya Ras. And Guru Maharaj, he began to speak on the pastime of Krishna having a headache in Dwarka. And Guru Maharaj, he began saying, Krishna, he had a headache in Dwarka. And very uncurable headache. And Narad Muni was there. And Narad Muni asked him, "Oh Krishna, what's going on? I hear you have a bad headache." And Krishna told him, "Yes, a very bad headache." "Well, what is the cure?" "The cure is that I need the foot dust of my pure devotees." And Narad Muni said, "Oh, okay, I can do that." And Krishna asked him, "Oh, okay, good. Narad Muni, you go out there and you get the foot dust of the Vaishnavas." So Narad Muni, he went and he approached the queens of Dwarka. "Oh, Krishna is suffering so much, he has a bad headache. So, oh, queens, please give some of your foot dust and I will give to Krishna and his headache will be relieved." And the gopis refused. "No. What are you, crazy?"
The queens.
Yes, the queens. Krishna said, "No. What are you, crazy? Krishna is Bhagavan. We'll have to go to hell. This is offense. We'll have to go to hell if we do this." So Narad Muni said, "Oh, okay, I'll go and approach somebody else." And so Narad Muni, he went around asking different Vaishnavas, different people. And he came back to Krishna and said, "Krishna, nobody wants to give your foot dust. They're afraid of going to hell." And Krishna was thinking, and I'm suffering so much from this headache. "You know, Narada, you're also my pure bhakta. Can't you give me some of your foot dust?" And Narad Muni refused. No. I may be your bhakta, but I'm not going to do that. And so Krishna told him, "Okay, you go and you ask the Brajavasis, especially the gopis." And so Narad Muni, he went and he approached the gopis. I'm just now remembering what happened to that touchstone. That touchstone that person threw into the Yamuna, it touched one of Akbar's ships and the ship became golden. And then news came back to Akbar, and then Akbar sent all his soldiers, and all the soldiers were trying to find that touchstone. I'm just remembering that. I don't know what happened. I think they came and then approached. I don't remember what happened after that. But that touchstone was actually found on by one of Akbar's soldiers. It turned their ship golden, and then all the soldiers were looking for that touchstone. Anyway, that's a different topic. So Narad Muni, he went to Vrindavan, and he asked some of the Brajavasis. As far as I recall, not all of them gave. Some of them refused. Yeah, some of them refused. And he then approached.
Some of the Brajvasis refused.
Mm-hmm. Then he approached the gopis, and Narad Muni told them, "Oh, Krishna is suffering so much. Oh, Krishna is suffering so much? Yes. What does he have? Oh, he has a headache. He has a headache. What's the cure?" And Narad Muni said, "Oh, the cure is the foot dust of Krishna's pure devotees." And immediately, Radharani and all the gopis, they started they started rubbing their feet and getting all the foot dust down. And Narad Muni was shocked. Wow. I'm just telling them that Krishna has a headache and that he needs foot dust to be cured of all this. And so, all the gopis, they started getting all the foot dust from their feet, and they put it in a bag and said, "Here, Nara, take this." And Narad Muni asked them, "Don't you know the result you will get from this?" "Yes, we know." "You know?" "Yes, we know that we will have to go to hell for this." And Narad Muni was just looking at them. "And you're okay with this?" And Narad Muni and the gopis said, "Yes, of course. Krishna has a headache. Our first concern is Krishna's service. We can go to hell for Krishna's service, but we have to make sure that Krishna is properly served."
I'm ignorant enough about Vedic culture that, like, if they didn't know that Krishna was God, then why would they think that they would go to hell if they gave the foot dust? Is there something where, like, it's just etiquette, you just don't do that for somebody who you consider your superior, or how does that?
Well, yeah, there's etiquette there. Or if I take off my foot dust and I put it on you, you're not going to like that.
Well, I might like it, but I would think that you would go to hell if you did that, like, even though, you know, seniority here is maybe like fairly subtle,
What do you want to say in this connection?
or if that.
Naradji was the
Mm.
one to suggest to the gopis that
Mm.
Krishna might be Bhagavan.
Mm.
So then there was the hypothetical that
Mm.
if Krishna is Bhagavan, so they were thinking like that.
Acha,
Oh, okay.
It was suggested by
Okay.
Nard.
Okay.
acha.
So if they didn't have that idea, then they wouldn't necessarily think that they would go to hell?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's their friend, he's not like their superior
Right.
necessarily, right?
Mm.
Okay.
And it was a mountain of foot dust.
Yeah, it was a mountain of foot dust, yeah.
So much. So many
We're still
gopis.
mining it
Yeah.
Still
for
there.
our tilak, right?
Yep, still there. Still there in Dwarka, actually. And Narad Muni, he got all the foot dust, and when he was going back, he was thinking, "Oh, I've heard so much about the glories of the foot dust of the Vaishnavas, and these are the gopis. Let me just," and I have a mountain of foot dust here. "Let me just take a little bit here," and then he put it on, and he got ecstatic symptoms. And you know, wow, this is the glories of the gopis. Anyhow, he went back to Dwarka and he gave Krishna the foot dust. And Krishna became relieved of that headache. So Guru Maharaj's point was that Narad Muni, he first asked all of Krishna's other subjects. He had the Queen of Dwarka, he has the Queens of Dwarka, he asked others, but they could not give. Only the gopis gave, and the gopis, first Narad Muni approached those who were in approached those in Dasya, Sakya, and Vatsalya. Then at the end, he approached those in Madhurya. I was speaking to Krishna about what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityaja, surrender unto me. Our Guru Govinda Swami, he always says, without love you cannot surrender. So we see, all of these bhaktas, they had love for Krishna. All of them. But there was not, and there was surrender was there, but it wasn't full surrender. The Vaishnavas who are worshipping Lakshmi Narayan, they have some fear. They cannot fully worship, they cannot worship Lakshmi Narayan like the gopis worship Radha and Krishna and Braj. Isn't it, our Gaur Krishna Prabhu?
Whatever you say, son.
Yeah. So, there was some fear in worshipping Lakshmi Narayan, so they could not. Their love only goes up until a certain point. So in Dasya Ras, there's not full surrender. Then we have Sakya Ras. Or in Tetra Yuga, there's half of Sakya. In Tetra Yuga, there's Dasya Ras, and then there's half of Sakya. Half of Sakya is available to attain. So, Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan, he has friends. He has Sugriv and others. But Sugriv, he can't climb on Ram's shoulders. Krishna can climb on the cowherd boy's shoulders, but not Sugriv, and not the other generals. And Hanuman wouldn't even dare. So, not full surrender is there, because their prem can go up to that level. Full surrender is not there. The Sakas, the cowherd boys, they love Krishna, but they're not fully surrendered. Because they cannot give their love entirely, they're not fully surrendered. They love Krishna, but they also love their parents, they love their friends, they love their cows, all these things. So they cannot fully give their love to Krishna. So full surrender is not there in Sakya Ras. Full surrender is not there in Dasya Ras. Full surrender is not there in Sakya Ras. But Salya, Mother Yashoda loves Krishna so much, so much. She's prepared to sacrifice herself for Krishna. She loves Krishna entirely. But she kept some of her love aside for Nanda Maharaj. So complete love is not there. No, love is there, but complete surrender is not there. Then there's Madhur Ras. The gopis, I was speaking before, they gave everything. They gave up everything and they ran to the forest to serve Krishna. They did not care about anything about this social etiquette, nothing. And they ran to serve Shri Krishna. And it's interesting. There's two types of Madhur Ras. What are they? You want to say something, Gaur Krishna Prabhu?
Oh, it's just saying Swakya part.
Swakya and what?
The other one.
Parakya. Very nice. Very nice. Parakya. So there is Madhur Ras in marriage. There's conjugal love in marriage, and then there's conjugal love unmarried. Parakya. Boyfriend and girlfriend. So, wedded love. So Madhur Ras, Swakya Ras, I'm speaking now in this mundane world, that love can break. If the man goes out with another woman, the love will break. Or if the woman goes out with another man, the love will break. Because commitment is there, and they're not living up to the commitment, so it will break. But in Parakya, now let's look at Krishna and the gopis. The gopis are not married to Krishna, and Krishna is not married to the gopis, so there's no commitment there. And Krishna, he can go out with any of the gopis, any one of them, and he can even be with one gopi, and the other gopis will see that. And they may not like it, but they can't say anything, or they can say, but there's no commitment there. So the love cannot break, but still, even seeing that, the gopis' love, it does not break for Krishna. In Swakya, it will break, but in Parakya does not break. The gopis, they gave up everything for Krishna and they are fully surrendered to Krishna. Even seeing this, even seeing Krishna enjoying with another gopi, it does not affect their love. Oh, it affects them. I never said that. It affects them, but their love does not go down for Krishna. It doesn't go down. And sometimes it increases. One time our Lalita Saki, she was asking Radharani, "Oh Radhe, you complain so much about Krishna. Krishna leaves you sometimes and goes to Chandravali, and he goes to other places. And you criticize him so much. Oh, he is this, he is that. So why do you keep talking about him so much? Look at yourself in this condition. You're suffering so much. Why don't you just forget him? And as Lalita Saki was saying all these things, Krishna was hiding. Krishna was hiding, watching all these things. Krishna was watching, and he heard everything Lalita Saki had said. And Radharani, she began to speak. Tande tannu ridimrita, tande tannu ridim gitante, tandavali lapte, kanna kroda kandambini karyate kanna pirepi ashpriyam. Chetaha prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim, no jane chanda kya piramrite, krishneti varnadvayi. This is very important shloka. Trying to remember now. From whom? This shloka was revealed to us by Srila Rupa Goswami. But I'm trying to remember the context of it in the Rath Yatra. I don't remember the context right now. Anyhow, Radharani spoke of that. She spoke, I do not know how much nectar are in these two syllables, Krish and Na. That when I chant his name Krishna, then I desire to have many thousands of mouths to chant his name. And when I chant his name Krishna, and I hear his name with these two ears, I then desire to have many thousands of ears to hear his name. And when I chant his name Krishna, and I hear his name Krishna, then all my senses become inert. They all become conquered. And then Krishna, the name of Krishna dances in the courtyard of my heart. And as Radharani was saying this, she fainted. And Krishna, he was looking at that. He was watching everything. And he began to think, wow, what is the glories of Radharani's prem? I cannot understand it. And what is the glory of my name? She is getting so much ecstasy upon chanting my name, Krishna. He began to think, what is this? And Krishna began to think, you know, the entire world, they worship me in Aishwarya and all in reverence. But that doesn't please me the most. Other Vaishnavas, they worship me in Sakya and Vatsalya, and that is nice. But I prefer Madhurya. And I become so happy when I become served by the gopis. But Radharani, when she serves me, the pleasure that I become very happy, but the pleasure she gets is 10 million times more than me. She becomes so much more happier than me. To serve me, I'm getting happy when she serves me, but she becomes so much more happy than me when she serves me. What is this? What is the glories of her prema? Our Srila Guru Govinda Maharaj says, Radham Prem makes Krishna go mad. If Radharani is bathing upstream, Krishna will go downstream to bathe. In so many instances, Krishna is always looking at the corner of his eyes. Oh, where's Radharani? We sing, or the Pujari is supposed to daily sing in this Bhaja Bhakta Vatsala Shri Gaura Hari. So, in the middle of the song, Tipta Hoy Kai Krishna Yashoda. What is that verse? Tipta Hoy Kai Krishna Yashoda Bhavani. I cannot remember, but it is here, so I can look it up. Yashamati Yage Pidhan. No, that comes later on. Yeah, Tipta Hoy Kai Krishna Yashoda. Radhikari Gana Hiri Nayanera Kon. There we go. I didn't even look it up. Radhikari Gana Hiri Nayanera Kone. Tipta Hoy Kai Krishna Yashoda Bhavane. As Krishna is taking his prasad at the house of Ma Yashoda, from the corner of his eyes, he sees Srimati Radhika. So, Krishna seeing all this and seeing how Radharani became immersed in chanting his name, becoming so blissfully happy by chanting the name Krishna. Krishna then desired, I want to know the glories of this prema. I want to know the glories of this prema. And so it was then, or there are so it's described in this pastime, it was then that Krishna desired, I want to become Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he later approached Radharani and asked her for her mood, color, complexion, all these things. And then he became Sachinandan Gaudhari. So my Guru Maharaj explains, it was because of Lalita Sakhi that this happened. That first Lalita Sakhi, she instigated it. And then this happened. So now it's time for Arti. I spoke all of that in connection to Mahaprabhu being a great scholar and chanting Gopi Gopi. And somebody chastised Mahaprabhu, someone could not understand that. And then it was at that point that Mahaprabhu decided, these people, they're committing offenses against me. Bhagavan, they're committing offenses against me. I came to deliver them, but now they're committing offenses against me, so they won't be delivered. And so at that time, Mahaprabhu had to think, so I will go and take sannyas. So before he went and he took sannyas, he told this plan to Gauridas Pandit and Gauridas Pandit. Because all this topic came in because we were singing Gauridas Mandire. And Gauridas Pandit said, no, Mahaprabhu, don't take sannyas. And so Mahaprabhu said, it's okay, we'll make some deities of ourselves. And so Mahaprabhu, he made one deity of himself and of Nityanand Prabhu, and they installed it. And our Gauridas Pandit, daily would worship them in his mandir, Gauridas Pandit's house. So, time for Arti. We'll discuss all those pastimes another time. Take it? Listo? Shri Sachinandan Gaurahari ki jai, Shri Radha Govind ki jai, Shri Radha Prem ki jai, Shri Gauridas Pandit ki jai, Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrind ki jai, Shri Gopi Gan ki jai, Shri Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai, Shri Narottam Das Thakur ki jai, Shri Bhakti Vikas Rishikesh Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Gurudev ki jai, Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai, Jai Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. I thank you all for coming today. Jai.
Thank you for giving class. It was wonderful.
Chaitanya, you want to say that?
Unless someone else wants to say anything. Anyone else is welcome.
We want to hear Chan.
Jai
Jai Shri Shri Guru Garanga Gandhari Kagi Jai Shri Shri Radhe Bhoti Hari Juki Jai Shri Shri Radhe Govinda Juki Jai Shri Shri Nandana Bola Hari Shri Jai Jai Nitya Vishnu Vishnu Pada Sotha Shri Shri Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nitya Vishnu Vishnu Pada Sotha Shri Shri Bhakti Vedanta Goswami Nitya Vishnu Vishnu Pada Sotha Shri Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Nitya Vishnu Vishnu Pada Sotha Shri Shri Bhakti Vedanta Kesava Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nitya Vishnu Vishnu Pada Sotha Shri Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai Shri Mahabhagavad Shri Guru Krishna Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Satchidananda Srila Bhakti Thakur Ki Jai Shri Vaishnava Sarva Bhoma Shri Pragyananda Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Gauri Bhakti Chari Srila Baladev Vishnu Ki Jai Shri Shiromani Srila Vishnu Thakur Ki Jai Shaman Guru Choi Ki Jai Shri Rupanatan Bhatta Raghunath Jiva Balapada Dasa Raghunath Sargo Swami Guru Ki Jai Pranto Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Roy Ramanadi Shri Gaur Parsha Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Navadi Maya Pradama Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopa Govardhana Shri Braj Bandala Ki Jai Shri Radha Kunja Ganga Jamuna Tulsi Bhakti Dev Ki Jai Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev Ki Jai Shri Yogamaya Pradama